Thank you, Bob. So during our last, okay, back on the 7th of July, I'll start this way, it'll be easier for me. Tucky and I came up for the NAIDOC event that was held at Penrith, which actually turned out to be a really good day. We had a few interests. There was a few people who actually came and asked, what do you do? How do I get on board with this? And I said, well, we do have a promo. You can have some flyers and some videos and stuff. And it turned out that it was a really good day. The only problem was there was a lot of sitting down, not so much moving around. And I know we got a bit uncomfy, but all in all, we were pretty good. We did have a good day, and I think we got a lot out of that day as well. So we handed out a few things. There was a few random business from that day. I know we had Linda come and say hello. We had Bob came and saw us very early that morning, so that was interesting. And then I didn't see him again for the rest of the day, unfortunately. We got through the day. It was a really interesting way to do things. I know Di put a lot of work into that, and it was a really good. It was interesting to see. I hadn't been to another event for a while, so the fact we were in Penrith, it was really interesting to see how much interaction was there, and there was heaps of people there that day. We had a lot of people come up to the store. A lot of people looked, and I actually mentioned to Di afterwards that she brought her pins in, and that was interesting. I'm left on the table. The only problem was, after a while, people were going, "Can I take these? I collect them. Can we?" And I said, "This," and then we go, "These are sale." And I'm going, "Well, no, they're not for sale. They are. You can look. You're not to take them. You can, by all means, have a look at them. But you get these pins as you work through your path." And they go, "Oh." And you actually sort of, "Oh, okay, don't worry about them." When they walked off, but someone just wanted over the pins, and one lady actually had it in her hand, and I said, "That's not the take." I said, "I was about to walk off with this." So, and I did actually say this to Di afterwards. I said, maybe next time it might be a good idea not to bring them, as it tempts people to actually take them and just walk off with them. But apart from that, there was a few other little things that we had. I mean, it was pretty windy that day, and all the flyers we had sitting on the table, I had in mind to, whenever the wind picked up, they went for a little bit of a fly by themselves. After a while, I got a little bit tired of picking them all up. I said, I'm thinking, you know what, next time they go, it just means the message is going further than we thought. But a few people did pick them up. We had some bags we handed out. We put some flyers and some bags and promo in there. I think we all had a bit of a longer day than we anticipated. I know I certainly did. And getting home, I was tired. After a while, we actually got into Central afterwards, and we missed our connecting bus. But luckily enough, I was able to get the next one, so that was good. But having said that, it was the day we had. It was interesting because a lot of the things that happened on that day, I did see a few people walking through, and a lot of people were coming through and asking interest, and had a few questions asked, and I thought we may have actually got a few. I really did. There was a few that actually asked, how does this all work? What is this? And a lot of you'd be surprised when people walk up and go, "I've got no idea what Toastmasters is." And they said, "What did you explain?" It's all public speaking. They go, "Oh, that's interesting, but I could never get up in front of a crowd and speak." And I said, "You know what? I know how you feel." I said, "I could never do it either when I first started. But once you get up there, it's actually not so bad." It was interesting to pass on some information that you never thought you'd really pass on. It's a little bit like trying to get up in front of a crowd and you're not so sure of how much you actually want to speak until you actually do start speaking. And then you can't shut up. It's kind of a situation where if you're in a public place, and I always hated crowds. I really hated them. Now I'm not so bad, but sometimes I still hate really big ones and loud ones because that's just me. But having said that, it was more of it was a hurdle to get over, and I think I actually did manage to get over that hurdle a little bit more than I thought I would. I actually got to a point that day where I was really tired, and I didn't care how tired I was, but I knew I had to keep going, no matter how much I wanted to stop. But we had a good day, and I think we did get a lot of promo done, and there was more promo handed out, and from PR point of view, I think we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. Whether or not it went any further, that wasn't how I was looking at it. I was looking at the fact that if we could hand out promo and actually hand it out, I was happy. Because it meant we were actually handing out the promo more than just it sitting there doing nothing. We had people ask, and there was examples given, and we also had a little surprise table topic sitting on the counter, and there was somebody was, what are these for? I said, well, pick one. And I said, okay, so well, we had a question written down for that, so the question was asked, and they said, now what do I do? And I said, well, you tell me an answer in about a minute or so, what you think that you could relate to that answer. Not everyone did it, and there was a few that didn't want to. But I think we had a good day. We actually did make a little bit of a headway with promo-wise. We handed out our flyers, which had our links on it for our Facebook, the social media ones. So we had our Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and that we had a QR code there. So if anyone did want to scan, we could also get the info. So all in all, we had a good day, but yeah, I think we were pretty much all tired after that. We'd had enough. But anyway, that's me and my little spill on what happened on the NAIDOC event. So I now pass it back to our Toastmaster. Thank you very much, Paul.